What trend did you follow as a kid that makes you cringe now? Wearing skirts over jeans. I honest to God had a mullet and I wore cut off tank tops. Being mean to the slightly annoying kid just trying to fit in. Buying and trading silly bands. There was an elementary school black market for little rubber bands. In my day, we put as much gel in our hair as we could and angled it up like a ski slope. Hair was solid as a rock. You guys remember in the early mid 2000s when we all had graphic tees with stick figures that said sarcastic things? Yeah, I was hoping you guys forgot. I used to wear those black button-down shirts with fire at the bottom, like the kind Guy Fieri wears. I don't know if it was an actual trend or not, but it still makes me cringe. Nothing said suave like a popped collar on a Ralph Lauren polo shirt. Ducking perms and sun in that I put in my red hair that made it a crazy orange color. Ugh. For me, JNCOs. I wanted a chain wallet, but my mom wouldn't let me have one. I now understand why. Late 90s when everything had stripes on the side. Shirts, jeans. Yeah, that and the ball chain necklace. I remember the movie You Got Served came out. I watched it once and thought it was cool and would say you got served to people. It makes me cringe but smile at how much a dork I am. I had a long belt that hung down over my crotch like an elephant trunk. Also wore gym shorts under my jeans for pickup games even though I only ever played 3v3 with my friends on the weekend lol. I bought into the classic 90s trends that immediately come to mind. The butterfly clips. Frosted lips and eyes. Platform shoes. All very Spice Girls. I am having to relive it because my 12-year-old is now into the same things. Except instead of pulling back strands of hair with butterfly clips, she's clipping them haphazardly throughout her entire mane. I cannot wait for the trend to die. Big Johnson t-shirts. Damn, I was a douche. Tight rolling jeans. Slap bracelets. Hyper collar shirts. Being the only kid in my class to take care of a Tamagotchi. Wearing 2-3 butterfly clips with moving wings, no less, at the same time. Early 2000s when wearing 2 belt was a thing for a bit, neither in the belt loops. Totally non-functional. I mean, really looking at it now, crotch chopping and telling people to suck it was really my generation's version of the dab. I use Bath and Body Works roll-on glitter religiously, cucumber melon obviously, but I used so much of it that instead of having a little sparkle under my eyes, my skin was tinted green and caked with glitter. Studded belts everywhere. Thinking that hating popular things made me cool. JNCO jeans, bleached spiky hair, and a puka shell necklace. Wearing durags underneath fitted hats in mid 2000s. I'm white. Baggy clothes. Buying everything L size when I should have been wearing S. The thing where you would keep one sleeve long and the other one rolled up. When I was like 13 I wore jean shorts, a black band t-shirt, torn up suit jacket, an old knotted mustard yellow tie and Chuck Taylors. One day a girl I liked said that I must be a huge Avril Lavigne fan and I almost died from embarrassment. Making original Sonic characters. So many pictures to delete. Tucking the bottom of my Adidas trackies into my Adidas socks. Ever go to our Just Neck Bid things and Arniseguis? Those subs hit a little too close home for me. Uggs with shorts. Those cheap old navy flip-flops. Flat ironing the hell out of my hair every morning in high school. Nadosabu's copyright earring. I followed the emo trend. I didn't think mascara got my eyelashes thick and black enough, so I used black nail polish. With all the polish that pulled into my eyes, I'm surprised I'm not blind. I went through an emo phase. Didn't really listen to much emo music aside from maybe Bright Eyes. But I wrote a lot of itty poetry and had the look. Here are some of the pictures that used for my profile on my MySpace and Xanga pages back in the day. Not really a trend, but when I was 16 or so, I kept a condom in my wallet, just in case. The damn condom was in there for so long. It eventually wore a faded circle into the pocket of my jeans. I cringe now, wondering what people must have thought of me, walking around so oblivious. Crisscross backwards clothes wearing. I don't know if it's a trend, but I guess Naruto running. I used to dance tectonic and jump style. Hope the word forgot about it. Not really a trend, but for about 2-3 years in middle school I wore a foxtail cause I thought it made me so unique. Now I see that it was just really weird. I feel like a lot of girls went through the phase of dressing like a boy, you know, hating dresses in the color pink and wanting to be different. Well, I took it a step further. I'd wear ties with all my outfits and pretend I was really into Hot Wheels and it like that. ITF did I do that? It literally makes my whole being cringe just thinking back to that time. I wore a ducking fedora for over a year. People had no clue what my hair looked like because I never took that ducker off. When I took it off one day in English to scratch my head, my teacher stopped mid-sentence and just said, "I've never seen your hair before. Dart, you have such gorgeous curly hair that any of these girls in here would kill for, and you cover it with that hat." And honestly, that was a turning point. Literally taking off that fedora for the last time really helped me out of my edgelord phase. Way too many. 1. Oversized t-shirts, with jeans tucked in at the front with the back hanging out. 2. Tight shirt, jean shorts, under oversized jogging pants, making sure you see the top of the jeans, and Timbs. 3. Suspenders. 4. Bubbles in my hair, child hair clips, in high school. 5. Gel down to my forehead baby hair. 5. Brightly colored clothing. 6. Changing my shoelaces to brightly colored ones that matched my outfit. 7. Ugly oversized earrings, some saying baby girl in the middle of them. 8. Then I had a phase of emo bangs. And here we are today, as normal as I can hope to be. Super emo I am away messages. I wore one of those black plastic chokers every day of 7th grade. Chunky blonde highlights, along with chunky foam sandals, bright colored layered tank tops, and super low cut jeans. Wearing fedoras in middle school, I was also that kid that wore cat ears all the time, everywhere. I thought I was cute. When I was in 4th grade, you were an absolute nobody if you didn't have a Happy Days or Welcome Back Kotter lunchbox. When I was young, all the girls wore those Europa style clothes and I felt like I had to have them. But now realizing they're all ugly and sized weird. Being that depressed edgy kid who hated everything and everyone, there is nothing more embarrassing than remembering how stupid you really were when trying to look cool. Wearing plaid Bermuda shorts. Posters from teen magazines all over my walls. Ugh. So cringeworthy. Stucking your pants into your socks. No idea how the duck anyone thought that looked good. In the 7th grade I had a disco phase. I had bell bottoms, polyester shirts, the whole bit. This was in 2000. The teal craze. While Ice Cube rocked the White Sox hat, the Sharks and Melons were more my speed. Seth Rogen's teal windbreaker in Longshot brought back so many memories. That thing people used to do, wearing a short-sleeved t-shirt over a long-sleeved, usually white, t-shirt. Also those band hoodies. I used to wear an oversized Papa Roach one almost daily. I wasn't even that into them. Definitely the emo scene theme. I was almost exclusively wearing all black everything and painting whiskers on my cheek and blacking my nose. I had an overall very raw WRXD type of personality, and every time I look back on my high school pictures on Facebook, or see them generally in my timeline, I just clench up and hope none around me notice that it was me in that cringy photo. Trucker hats. Oh god, Von Dutch. How has nobody mentioned Liverstrong bands? Miami Vice pastels. Sport jacket with sleeves pushed up. Trench coats when The Matrix came out. I was basically that guy from Grandma's Boy but less of a movie character. I used to have a fake Facebook account and me with my friends used to go to troll on Justin Bieber's fandom pages to offend everybody and it like that. I was 13. Don't judge me please. Not a trend, but I would always ask for nobody to curse. BC I was just a kid. A year later, I would be using the word beep in place of a swear. Now here I am not even taking a sentence without letting something out. Not really a trend, just me being lame. But I was in elementary school when the Harry Potter books were still coming out. This was like 2003. I went to school many times, dressed like Harry Potter, and before you ask, no, it was not anywhere near Halloween, and I guess my mom just didn't care. I even put a lightning bolt tattoo my mom got at the store for me on my head one day. Still cringe hard about it to this day. At least I wasn't alone. I had a friend that did it with me. He couldn't really read that well, but he enjoyed the first movie and the games. Making wallets out of duct tape. Center parted hair feathered back. Parachute pants and moon boots. Yeah, I'm old. Pick up phone and hear wire ass up and then scream wire ass up back and hang up, and that was all the call was for. Jinko jeans. Having a loud car stereo and playing it loudly in residential areas late at night. People do this in my neighborhood now, and all I can think is karma. Wearing lots of plastic bracelets with random words printed on them like love or freedom lol. Really intense smoky eye makeup. Neon eyeshadow. Bright sticky thick lip gloss that would get gunky within hours of wearing it. Getting blue eyes white dragons when everyone knows those things are just popular because they look cool on the show. Probably would have won a lot more DDD duels if I really thought out deck strategy. Another career squandered by arrogance. Troll dolls in the early 90s. Literally all of them. Early to mid 2000s were cringy all around. Remember when all those girls in school who had this weird obsession about everything mustache? I was one of them. JNCOs and the whole skater culture back in the late 90s. I once owned a pair of pants that were 69 inches wide around the pant legs. I fell victim to early 2000s hip hop and rap culture. I would sag my pants, wear a white t-shirt that went down to my knees, and a chain on special occasions. I was a white kid from the suburbs. Early 2000s, JNCO, no fear, chunky Vans shoes. Mid 2000s, baggy jeans, basketball jerseys, a G-Unit hat. Late 2000s, skinny jeans, Hollister, band tees, Converse and Vans every day, side-swept bangs, studded belts, hemp necklace. Now, still pretty skinny jeans, thick-rimmed glasses, beard. Not much a trend but a phase. For a good year, I was secretly an I am very smart wrong generation type of kid, as I would just mock and it all over modern tastes, wishing I was born in a cooler time while thinking I was a genius among men that was smarter than everyone around. However, I was rather shy and a loner, so not many people even knew. Looking back at it, I just want to smack some sense into my younger self. Hollister Abercrombie polos. Having a full armband of silly bands. A silver chain on my neck and frosted front hair flip in the front. Cutting thumb holes in your hoodies. Buying hoodies with thumb holes pre-cut. I was such a weeb that I started using Japanese honorifics, chan, kun, etc. There was a time that I wore big baggy clothes backwards. I don't think it gets much worse than that. Those weird hat things from like 2010 that had long dangly bits that went down to your hands and they were like mittens. I had the panda, despite being a teenager. Apparently kids in the 70s didn't do anything cringeworthy.